What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Break Zone. My name is JT.
I'm Lawrence.
Hey, it's been a great day so far. For the first two rounds, we've seen a lot of ice.
We've seen a lot of ice.
We don't usually see a lot of ice, so it's really great to see the different types of brews we're seeing for Opus 4. So as we move into round 3, we're excited to see what other things are people coming up with, or other brews. What haven't we seen that you want to see?
I want to see some Magic Pot.
Right? I want to see some Magic Pot.
There's just an exciting monster to talk about, like just the possibilities,
right? The
crazy combos you try to pull off. It's great. Just haven't seen it yet. Definitely glad to see monsters come into play. A lot of Opus 4 cards coming out and making a very big impact on the board state or the meta.
Yeah, monsters haven't been overrun. We haven't seen a monster deck, but they've actually helped drive a lot of these decks towards their goal that we've seen in previous metas. So it's kind of cool to see that like Opus 4 is actually promoting a lot of the older metas to be more efficient, to be more whatever it is that they want to do. And I like that. I like when card games don't crush metas and create new ones, but instead have cards that supplement the meta. Exactly. So it's really cool to see that, and I hope we continue to see that as we go on. Once again, my name is JT. This is Laurent. Thank you again for joining us here at the Break Zone as we give you live coverage and live play-by-play of some of the most exciting games that we've seen since we started covering Final Fantasy TCG. So players are just about to start. What else do you want to see?
I don't know. There's just like a heavy monster deck.
I'm really excited to see Dragon, Marlboro. I want to see Mira. I'm hoping a lot of these cards come up as we continue. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into round 3. So we're gonna see what our players are doing, and here we go.
Okay, let's see. They're shuffling up. They got their cards drawn.
All right, we have Brian versus Gregory here. It looks like Gregory's chosen to go first. Let's see what he does here.
Looks like he's playing Earth. I think I saw Shantoto there. Always a good card to see.
One of the best cards to have in your starting hand. Looks like Gregory's going to go first.
They're both going to keep and move forward.
And here we go. Oh, he's going to push that
Shantoto for a
for summoner. All right, he's going to go ahead and pass the turn.
Okay, let's see what Brian does now.
We haven't seen a lot of solid Earth play yet.
Plus 3. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, he's having a tough time making a decision. Which card to discard is always difficult. And there's a Vayne.
He's going to go ahead and go first turn Vayne.
Pitching a Renoa.
Really risky, actually, because you're pitching a Renoa to play that Vayne. I would have rather played the Renoa. Unless you're looking at a 5-drop on the board.
It really depends.
I mean, play that Vayne.
Maybe he's looking at a no backup hand. Maybe that's why he wanted the odd number. I mean, Renoa is sitting like early game, too early Renoa. I mean, we're talking about 3-drop 7k.
Yeah.
We've got a 4-drop 8k on the other hand.
Looks like Gregory's going to be okay to take a point of damage from this Vayne.
Okay. And the Vayne goes in, does a trick.
And it gets a no value Gapal since there's no forwards out. That's a great card to get off the top of an opponent's deck. Is when you see a Gapal, and there's no forwards out. It's just a feel-good moment. Oh, he's going to pitch the Belias for a red mage.
All right, let's see what happens.
Gregory at 1 point of damage here.
Okay, 2 backs us 2-1, 1-4, 2-0. Let's see what Gregory wants to do.
I'm not sure if I like he's got plays. He's got Vincent in his hand. Mm-hmm. He can do some things here, and he really shouldn't be afraid of that Vayne.
He shouldn't.
He really shouldn't. He can easily take care of that Vayne, or at least at the point of time, trade until you stabilize the board. You're eventually going to beat out anything that's on fire or ice as Earth because your boards are going to be so much stronger.
I mean, at this point, since Vayne's already in play, you're no longer afraid of playing your 5-drop forwards. They would actually come in active and just stay that way until you attack with them or they get dulled, and then you would no longer be able to reactivate them during your activation.
Looks like Gregory's definitely playing into the backup game. Hopefully he can stabilize. Brian really... Oh, the Robon. Again, another no-value EX burst here.
That's definitely one of the issues with Earth is that if you hit some of those EX bursts and have no forwards, they give you no value.
They have no value. There's two EX very, very key cards in Earth. Just causing no effect. Bring into a Legend. Looks like Brian's going to go ahead and draw that card instead of forcing Gregory to discard.
Rightfully so. I mean, Gregory was looking at I think he was at a full hand. Discarding one would have not hurt him that much. Right. Also, he has 3 backups already. Losing one card.
He's got to do something quick because he's going to look at 4 points of damage if he keeps playing his backup game. There comes a point in time in every match where you want to build up your backup game, but you've got to do it in a position where the board state isn't going to likely get away from you.
Well, normally when I play, at least, I like having 3 backups. That's a very sweet spot to be at.
Right, because it gets you like both odds and evens.
Odds and even. Right. Also, 5 is only 1 discarded card away.
Right.
You also have enough spots available for your key backups after the fact.
Yeah. So I definitely agree. It's for at least for the meta here. We tend to stop right around 3.
Correct.
He's going to pitch that Vincent.
For a Vincent.
Wow, I would not have pitched a Vincent for a Vincent. I would have easily pitched the Atomos or even the Anacro because that Vincent can break everything on his board.
Correct.
And I would have done that just so I can attack. But this is still a strong play here. That free Yuffie. Let's take a look at that Yuffie. We see a lot of this Yuffie ever since Opus 3 came out, and she
is a great card.
Fantastic card.
She really helps against the water matchup as well because one of the really strong water summons that they have available is Famfrit, and Famfrit really hurts you if you only have 1 forward out. Now, Yuffie being able to be played for free without paying CP, if you have Vincent out, that helps you protect your Vincent from any Famfrit shenanigans.
Right. So we have here
Legendary Vivi.
Legendary Vivi. Looks like it's targeting Vincent, and it could actually break Vincent right now, unless Gregory drops some cards quickly.
Is he going to?
I
don't know if he has the Atomos, correct? If he does have a card to play,
that should break. If Vivi's targeting Vincent, that should break Vincent.
But if Gregory can play a summon, he can actually drop down that damage.
Right.
That's definitely one of the things about playing Legendary Vivi and playing the aggressive fire game. If your opponent is playing the card economy game, you could really take out their forwards with it.
Right. I definitely agree. I think Legendary Vivi is just not getting enough attention.
And some extra damage on top.
Looks like they're gonna try to break that Vincent.
He's really working for it. See what Gregory's gonna do to reply to that.
Right. It's good. We haven't seen a Fire Ice deck around. I was really questioning the first turn Vayne, but he's gotten some points of damage in, so it's not overly bad.
I definitely think that he played the Vayne early on, not so much for the aggression, but because he had issues with backups. Finally drawing to his Red Mage, and after that playing out his, I believe he pitched a Red Mage for a Black Waltz. He's really going to want to take out that Vincent because, as you stated, Vincent would actually wreck his board. We're talking about taking
Vincent
out Vayne, taking out, hypothetically,
his entire board. Right,
either is Dane or Vivi with it, and then swinging in with both Vincent and Yuffie would actually really swing the game.
So, he looks like he's going to crack that Summoner.
And there to play the Atomos.
There you go. He's going to
take out the
Vayne.
I don't think...
And he's going to save...
There you go. No, it doesn't save him.
Why does that not save?
Because the Vivi already did damage, and the Black Waltz did additional damage as well.
That's right. Okay, that makes sense.
He just wanted to make the most out of his Atomos in hand with a Vincent in play.
I'm surprised he didn't do that before the Black Waltz came out.
I'm surprised as well. I would have definitely done it in order to minimize the damage that he took from Vivi. That might have helped it. I'm trying to think how many cards he had in hand.
All he had to do was do that and play the Atomos, and he would have been able to crack something else and still be able to save his Vincent. All right, looks like he's on the board here. Brian's taking a point of damage from that Yuffie. There's a smart play here. You don't really want to block or do anything because that VV is actually potential damage on the opponent.
Well, on the backswing, definitely.
Right.
Like, why sacrifice a forward when you could actually get an extra damage out of it, especially when you're ahead? We're talking about Brian being at 1 damage, Gregor being at 3.
Right.
He'll gladly take that initial 1 damage and swing it back the other way.
Definitely. And usually, when we play, up until like the 4th damage is okay to kind of mess around with it if you had to. He plays into his OP Vincent and passes his turn.
It looks like reading out some of the comments actually from the stream. Even if you played out the Atomos, you would not have saved Vincent. So.
Right. That's a good call here from our commenters here. Thank you for that.
Man, he's got a lot of Vincent in that deck.
It looks like there's a lot of Vincents in that deck.
I know Vincent has a history of coming back from the grave, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe coming out of a casket or something like that.
It happens.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what Brian's got. Just got to get over that AK wall.
Mm-hmm.
Or even just maybe pay to... No, I don't think you should... if I were him, I wouldn't play the red mage play quite yet. It's not required.
Right. See, this is what's so good about the Yuffie, though. Because even if they drop your Vincent, any other Vincent that comes out is still going to get the 1,000 and Brave.
Correct. Another amazing thing about Yuffie is that a lot of these cards that require another card in order to be played for free need to be played at the same time. We're talking about Ursula allowing you to play Yang that turn.
Right, you could always have a Vincent in play and then draw the Yuffie and play it for free.
So things I've seen before would be somebody having a Vincent out, eventually getting a Jessie or a Yuffie, getting Yuffie, and then just playing it out for free. It's something that you don't really see often in this game.
Exactly. It just makes that Jessie card from the starter deck just that much more strong.
Oh, of course. Not only can the Jessie fetch Vincent, can also fetch Yuffie to boost the Vincent.
So both Yuffie and Vincent are now frozen, but Vincent isn't dull, so it's going to be able to shrug off that freeze.
All right. Let's see
plays
that.
Into a selfie and passes his turn, and now we're back to Gregory. I don't know. Do you think like he's stabilized? He's definitely losing on the backup end.
It's not too bad, but one of the issues that's going to come up though now is that since Selfie's out and there's 4 backups on Brian's end, he can activate the Selfie and start going in with the Zidane. One thing about Light
hit right off the top, and you get that Renoa. Now we have 2 Renoas, and one in the graveyard, one in Rick's in the damage zone.
Oh, let's see what he does with that. Oh.
He's going to play into a Guy.
Wow, Guy is going to really help him out.
Really help him out right there.
Guy is definitely a problem for ice matchups. I mean,
but fire can definitely deal with him with burns, but you're gonna.
But the Vincent's still a problem at this point.
Vincent is definitely still a problem. He's gonna have to deal with that Vincent the whole time.
And if not for that Vincent, I'm gonna guess that Gregory's got a couple more hidden in his deck.
I'm sure that's the case. Oh, Brian came out pretty strong, but with Earth, it's only a matter of time. He's going to swing with that Zidane. It's probably because he has another one, or can get another one.
Or maybe just buff it with a Selfie.
That's true. He's going to let that. Wow. He's going to let that through. That is always a good thing to do when you're swinging again with the Zidane and getting a free point of damage.
I think that's a smart move by Gregory. No need to take any chances. The fact that both your Guy and your Vincent have Brave and are large enough, you should be doing all right.
All right, brings into the Celeste. Let's take a look at that new Celeste, everyone.
Yeah, Celeste came in and she froze the Summoner on Gregory's end. Let's see what's going to do with only 1 backup currently available, but his guys are quite large. I mean, I think at this point, if he had an Anacro, it would definitely be awesome.
Right.
In the fact that all his guys would come out to be just a little bit bigger than Celeste and be able to come out on top.
It's great to see this new Opus 4 card. I love Celeste. I think I mean it's because you can choose one character. It's not a forward. It's a character.
Correct.
And I think that's great.
I love Celes because she's a good singer.
That's right. She's a heck of an opera singer. But I mean, playing this card is just great. And if you have another one in your hand, it's just
The
like
protection is huge.
it's huge. It's like having a counter spell in your hand if you play Magic. It's like
No, as we talked about in the monster video, there's very few effects that can straight up stop summons. This is another one.
This is one of them, right? And,
Yeah.
It's gonna go ahead and attack with that, and it's great right now because Gregory can actually be aggressive but not be worried about the backswing. Both of his big forwards have Brave.
Correct.
And if truth be told, if I had an opportunity to burn that Yuffie, I would. At least that takes care of a forward and another forward that can get Brave. So that's kind of where I would go with that.
I mean, one of the things that really hurts Ice sometimes is that if your guys have Brave, because things that freeze but don't dull
Right.
will not be able to stop them.
Right. All right, looks like Gregory's passing his turn. Productive turn here. Got a point of damage there on Brian.
All right, let's see. He's got a lot of backups.
He's got a lot of backups. He's got cards in his hands.
I really feel that if he had one of those renewals, man, that would have been pretty cool.
Having that
I mean,
renewal
it wouldn't have completely stopped Guy, but it would have definitely been useful.
Gonna swing with that Zidane again.
I think he's showing that he wants to use the selfie with it,
Right.
and he wants to see if he can draw a kill on the Guy or Vincent.
Right, and I think that's fine.
Of course.
Oh, it's gonna block with the Yuffie.
All right.
Wow, that's a free block. I would love to get rid of that free Yuffie.
Well, now that means that Vincent is no longer Brave,
Exactly.
and it drops Vincent down to 7K.
Exactly. That's a really critical part right there in this match. Unless Gregory has another Yuffie to play,
Possibly.
it could be.
Yeah.
Saving himself the point of damage would be a good idea right now. I wonder how much it's hurting Brian to only have one ice backup.
I don't know. We'll have to take a look. There you go.
He plays into Sid. Sid is going to let him search for another character. That's Final Fantasy.
Is it going to be a character that can, I don't know, suplex some trains?
It might be. We might be seeing the. Well, he's going to grab a Setzer, which is also going to.
That's the lock, I believe. Is that lock or that's Setzer?
That's a lock, right?
All right.
And it's going to let you just put some more tempo, some more card destruction in his hand. Let's go ahead and take a look.
I see where he's going with that. So
Yeah,
okay, so
right?
Locke is going to come out. He's 7K, buff with selfie 9K.
Right.
So either Locke is going to start taking down Guy and Vincent, or it's going to start making him discard.
Exactly.
And Gregory's not sitting at. Well, he's got about four cards in hand at the moment. So he's not in a comfortable enough position to think that, hey, it's okay for you to just take out my stuff, make me discard.
Is he gonna play that? Go on.
All right, let's see. No, it's currently Gregory's turn, so he can't play the lock at the moment. All right.
Taking a look at that break zone, seeing what our options are. I really like the Final Fantasy 6 engine. I mean, you got Sensor, you got Sid, there's just so much that
you've got Egger into Sabin, you got Sid into Sabin.
Right. I mean, there's so many ways to fetch. You know, and I love it.
All right, let's see. Playing out a Raban
is
taking out the Celes.
Gonna take out the Celes. Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna be big. That's definitely a big play.
Let's see what Brian is going to do here. No, he's going to let it go.
You can't always stop those Rabans.
Yeah.
All right, Guy comes
Swing
in.
with Guy.
All right.
Taking the Sid Reigns off the top. So that really hurts because we know that Brian grabbed the lock, and Locke needs to have at least 2 Category 6 characters for him, you know, to be able to use his first ability when he comes into play.
Yes. So We'll have to see if he has something else in mind.
Right.
Maybe he top decks something different too. I think Gregory's slowly starting to stabilize. That guy is really putting in a lot of work.
A lot of work. That guy is the guy.
He's that guy. I know a guy. You got problems? I know a guy. He's that guy.
All right, let's see what he does here. He's got to get rid of that guy in some way. He's going to swing with the Zidane again.
He's threatening the selfie as usual. Selfie is definitely just sitting there pretty.
Oh, he's going to block?
What do you want to do about it?
He's just going to
goes
straight.
through.
All right,
it's a trade. Maybe he was holding on to another Zidane. Maybe that's why. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I would move that guy to middle too.
Yeah,
he's doing so much work for you right now. I want to make sure that he's well within my view.
All right,
now, let's see what he does here. He's got a lot of cards in his hand. He's got some options. Looks like he's doling. He's doling four. Keeping that Jill open. He's gonna go ahead and play the Celeste. Gonna go ahead and freeze the Summoner.
Okay. Maybe he knows something about Gregory.
Let's see if he's able to pitch a card and play the Loke. Is that what he's gonna do right here? And
Looks like
there it goes.
He is.
Your opponent is going to have to discard a card from his or her hand. I don't know if that's a big deal for Gregory right now. He's going to take a look at his break zone.
So something
but
to
it's
keep in
putting
mind
in work. It's putting in work.
Now that Brian has put Gregory back onto only one forward,
right?
He can red mage.
Yes, he can definitely red mage, and it's going to do a lot of damage. That red mage is it's going to just make Guy completely useless. If you guys get a chance to take a look at the Break Zones Roundtable, Red Mage is one of our favorite fire cards in all of the game. And it just creates so much mismatch between your opponents, what they can do, how they can block. It just makes it's just a really good card.
This is a good reason why some players love playing the fire and ice game.
Right.
The dole, the freezes, and if you keep one guy up that you have a problem with, like Guy.
Right.
Hey, I'm just gonna get through it with just that one red mage activation.
Right. Wow, so he discards the Shantoto.
Well, it is the other Shantoto, so...
The other Shantoto would actually be helpful right now.
Actually, it would. You're correct.
It would be really helpful right now. Especially knowing that your opponent's playing fire. You could just keep attacking into it. I actually think that would have been super helpful right now. I hope he isn't holding on to a... looks like he's holding on to a backup. I would have pitched that backup. He's holding on to that monk backup. I would have pitched that.
I mean, this is a difficult board state that time, but
it is.
I definitely think that Brian is looking like he edged out back on top at this point.
Yeah.
That red mage is going to be crucial to the game plan.
Holding on that second Celeste. Wow. He must have been holding on that for a while, waiting for a summon to drop.
Yeah, and the Raban was not a summon, so she couldn't protect herself.
He's going to attack.
Yeah.
You're gonna take it.
Gregory's gonna look at Fatal on the backswing if he can't play another forward.
He's gonna have to.
If he can.
All right, looks like he's
preparing to play something out.
He's pitching that Yang.
That's the second Yang I think I've seen in the.
And he's gonna play a Vincent.
There's a lot of Vincent.
There's a lot of Vincent in this deck. I can see why he chose the sleeves that he's chosen.
Correct.
A lot of Vincent love in this deck. I think Brian actually might
have it.
Might have the game if he's drawn into any type of tempo because he's played ice.
He's drawn a Jill
or Shiva or anything else, and he's kept enough fire CP so that guy can't block. I think he might have the game. Right, let's see what he does here.
Okay. Just moving his back around. I think he's getting ready to play something cool.
I think he just wants to make sure that this is the right play here. Wow, he's going to attack first. Okay. He's going to make it so that the guy can't block.
So he's playing the long game. He might not be trying to win it out this turn exactly.
Is he trying to get?
He's whittling him down.
Right. He's trying to get board control to a point where Gregory can't come back. Correct? Right. Okay.
So he currently has a board advantage. I'm gonna guess he did not draw into a Shiva that doles or freezes,
right,
or to the Jill. At this point, he needs to get.
He needs to mitigate the growing field that Gregory's doing. Like you need to put a stop to that.
No, he needs to put the pressure on. Like,
right.
I mean, at this point, Gregory's not quite at the liberty to. Well, actually, he could just.
He could just take the damage. Yep. Looks like he's taking that point of damage.
And let's see. Oh. Okay. What else does he want to do? He says a sub could activate if he has a fire CP in his back.
Right.
Let's see what he's got.
Oh, there's the Shiva.
To finish it off.
There's the Shiva. Because the guy can already not block from this turn. The Shiva's perfect right now. Yeah. It looks like that might be game. We knew it. If he had drawn a Shiva, that was game. And it looks like that might be game because the guy cannot block for the rest of the turn. So he could just Shiva both of them and guy not be dull, and he's going to swing in with VV and...
Actually, there is a chance for him to play out the Machinist.
He could, sure.
That would save him for at least this turn.
He's going to take that point of damage.
No, he could stop it right now. If he discards from lock, though, that's when the problem begins.
He's going to discard from lock right now if he doesn't.
He has 3 cards in hand. He can still do it.
Right.
As long as none of them are light or dark, you could discard them to pay out the Machinist.
He's going to take that point of damage and flips over the new Hecaton Kier. He's at 6 points. He's looking at Fatal on the board.
He's going to have to crack the Machinist.
He's going to have to crack the Machinist here.
And there you go.
And he's going to crack the Machinist and break the VV, saving himself from the last point of damage. And he's going to crack that. Wow, okay. Now, is there anything that Gregory can do here? He has to put 2 points of damage to win the match.
I don't think
he's just going to attack and see what happens. Let's see if he can do anything. If he had an Ursula Yang, it would be great right now. It's going to take that point of damage, bringing Brian up to 6.
I don't know, his hand's looking a little thin at this point. I'm not sure what he can play.
I don't think he has a line of play here. Looking at his cards, I don't know if he has anything.
Yeah, that's one of the problems that Earth runs into. Also, is that
he's gonna play that Ursula.
Playing against fire, your Hecaton Kiers can only break backups of 3 or higher. And Red Mage is only 2. That's the problem I ran into when I used to play.
And look, Brian just drew into a VV. Does he have enough to deal enough damage to get rid of something? Let's see.
Legendary VV would only deal if Gregory only has 1 card in hand. That would be 5,000 damage.
That would be 5,000 damage.
So that would not be sufficient for Ursula. But I don't even think that's needed at this point.
Just make Guy not be able to block. Ursula's not that big right now.
And Celes should be able to
take
out Ursula. Followed in by either Lock or Sid Rings. Look.
Play the Setzer into the Zidane.
He's going to discard his card?
Nope, looks like he's going to
draw an extra.
Draw the card.
Alright. He's definitely... Gregory showing him that I only had 1 card in hand. He could have picked that one, but...
He's going to attack with Lock. Is he going to make... Is he going to make Guy unable to block?
Correct.
Gregory has to block, or else he's going to lose the match.
Yep, no choice there.
No choice there. Took the statement with the
Goliath. He just wanted to put that final
Goliath in there.
A little bit extra. He wanted to draw that card.
He's just going to go ahead and swing in with Celeste, and that's going to be the match right there. Wow, that is a great game. Both players going to 6 points of damage on either side. Talk to me a little bit about what you're seeing with that game. What were the key plays?
That guy.
That guy.
That guy did a lot of work. Some of the other plays was, that
guy was just working all day.
The Renoa is not coming out also because one was in the break zone, the other one was what's
So
the
and
damage.
that sucks. Like as a player, when I play against an ice player and I see you discard a Renoa, I damage a Renoa off of you, I'm feeling really good because I don't have to deal with the can of worms that Renoa brings to this table. It's so good, and right, and it's really good. And again, we're seeing these new cards, Celeste and Rock, causing more tempo plays, right?
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I also saw that happened was I think I saw 2 Yans go to the damage zone.
Oh yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt.
Go to the break zone.
Yeah.
He just discarded them, and later on getting that Ursula when he really needed that key other forward
Right.
block due to the.
I felt like Gregory did a good job stabilizing.
Oh, he did.
He did a really good job there. The Vincent and the Yuffie was good, held off for quite some time. I don't know. When I play Earth and I see a Shantoto in my first hand, I tend not to pitch it. I would like to see. I mean, it's a personal preference. It's always good to have that oh no button. I like having that oh no button as a player. It was a strong match. It was a good match being played by both sides. I really enjoyed watching the fire and ice aspect of it. It was really, really cool to just see the tempo mixed with direct damage.
Correct.
And it's interesting. I'm surprised I didn't see a Sabin come out. I was waiting.
Player choice. It was
you have like Setzer, and you have like Sid. I was just waiting for that Sabin to come out and just.
At that point, I don't know if the Sabin would have been really needed, and also in terms of how the deck was put together,
Right.
seeing that he was so invested into his own backups, from the selfie activation threat to the red mage use, having a Sabin eating up another 2 fires in once in a while.
Yeah. That's true.
Might have hurt. So, anyways, the deck did the job, so I wouldn't tell him to tweak it out for any reason.
No. I think he did.
Another key play was taking out that Yuffie, because we saw a bunch of Vincents and only one Yuffie.
We only saw one Yuffie, and I thought that was really, really interesting. I want to take a minute and discuss discuss some of these cards that we're seeing in Opus 4.
Okay.
Especially Sabin. Talk to me a little bit about Sabin, and I'll bring it up so our viewers can see. This amazing card.
So Sabin is one of the current legendary chase rares from Opus 4. 4 fire.
Right.
And he actually is very.
It's just hard to deal with.
He is.
When he attacks, he can make
When he enters the field.
When he enters the field or attacks, he can make any forward unbreakable for that turn. So he can literally make himself unbreakable. When you're playing with like Earth, you can literally make him with Kefka a huge 12,000 that can't be broken.
Correct.
For free, but just by using the Kefka backup. He brings so much to fire because fire predominantly doesn't have stickiness. A lot of the forwards don't stick around. You get the odd Zande who actually does something when he leaves the play, but they don't stick around. And I think Sabin really gives you that.
I mean, Sabin is a very solid play. Also, the fact that fire can boost Sabin.
Right.
Well, I mean, he doesn't
boost
need something. He can
right,
boost himself
when he attacks.
That's really great.
The bad thing is he's only good when he attacks.
Correct.
Right.
But he is a great battering ram. I mean, if your opponents have just barely 8K or maybe even 10 or 12K,
he can just
ram it right through.
It's amazing how good this card is in actual play.
Yes.
You see him on paper, you're like, oh, he's good. But you see him in play, you're just like, he's so good. I have no answer for him. So you've seen a lot of decks just stall out with Sabin. It's really difficult because he's a huge battering ram. He's just going to go through every single forward.
If your game plan is to actually block guys to save you from block problematic attackers forwards, then you're going to have a problem with Sabin. He's just going to come in, be like 8, 12, 10, 12K, and can you really keep that up?
Can you break him?
Yes.
You can't combat trade him, right?
That's one thing that kind of came up before was that some people stopped playing so much summon removal or ability removal, and AK 4-drop AK is nothing to sneeze at. He's a big guy. He's on curve. And AK is sometimes difficult to deal with. In this case, that's when you kind of miss those Odins, or those dragons. And water was very predominant in the previous meta. and Leviathan is not an answer Saban. I mean,
It's
all
not.
you're doing is just delaying it one turn.
And you're
to keep coming
you're
back.
giving him that free when he enters into play. Can't break one of my forwards' ability
Correct.
all over again.
Correct.
So it's not, and he's efficient. He's a 4-drop 8K, and bouncing him isn't really that hard. It's just another card.
Yes.
At the worst, if you bounce somebody like Saban, you're trading one card for them to trade another card to play him again. And it's even worse because he has an on-field ability. So it's really good card. We're really excited about this card. When we have our Opus 4 set review, you'll see how high we rank this card, and it's at the top. It's really just a solid card. We're excited to see some more plays about this. We really wanted to cover and show the audience how this card works out. Hopefully we get a chance to. So we're going to go ahead and move on into the intermission between
round 3 and round 4.
round 3 and round 4. So everybody stick around. It's great to have you guys here. We're so happy and so proud to be covering the Square Enix Petit Cup for everybody to see. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up or subscribe. As always, we're just happy to bring you this live, high competitive content to everybody in the world. So once again, my name is JT.
And I'm Lawrence.
And thank you for joining us at the Break Zone. We will catch you guys in just a bit for Swiss Round 4. Thanks.